Alright, hello everyone and welcome to a new stream here. Today we have a very special stream here. Well, I would like to say every stream is very special. But today I want to be talking about a very important concept, which will be the concept of prophylaxis. I want to get everyone to try to understand that at a good level because I think it'll make a very huge difference in your game. So let's wait for some people to join. Meantime, drink more water. Hydration is very important for chess player. You drink your water slowly. All right. We'll wait for some of our friends to join. Let's see if we have the usual suspects. Okay, so meantime, I'll prepare things a bit. Have some of my examples that I prepared.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
All right, so let's wait for a couple more viewers to join. If you're here early, you're in for a show. If you're here late, better late than never. Once you're here, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know what's going on with you guys. All right, man. So let's see what's going on here.
Licensing reimagined.
So when people join, I will start with the main topic of the day, which is prophylaxis. But meantime, please do some puzzle rush and play some Blitz. Let's get some puzzle rush.
Artlist.io.
Right, let's see if we could beat my top score of 42 puzzles in 3 minutes. Checkmate here. Another checkmate here also. This is mate 2.
Music licensing
Simple mate.
reimagined.
Simple. What is simple mate. F3 rook. Take this. Mate. Knight check takes. And get a queen here.
Artlist.io.
Bishop. Queen seems a bit trapped. My king is safe. Go ahead
Music
to give him mate.
licensing reimagined.
On his mate. Huh. Nope. Gets knight.
Artlist.io.
G4, bishop back with mate. Take the rook. Yeah, we just take here and this is mate. So we
Music
take here, getting
licensing
bishop.
reimagined.
B5 simply. Huh. For fun. Let's take this. What's this with this knight? Strange.
Artlist.io.
So I move my queen back or yeah, queen g6. Queen h1 is mate. What is it? This takes. Bishop b5,
Music
take here.
licensing reimagined.
Take this. Huh. Watch this. Huh. I don't know. Yeah, we're a bit slow.
Artlist.io.
Try this one here. Try to be a little bit faster.
Music licensing reimagined.
Cool.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Yeah, that's my queen, very funny.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
Yeah,
Music
40
licensing reimagined.
was decent. 42 was my highest. So we have anyone here new to the stream? Drop a comment in the chat. Tell me a bit about yourself. Through some support and so on.
Artlist.io.
So if you're tuning in here, drop a comment in the chat. If you're new, we have some subscribers that regularly tune in the stream. We had one guy from Uganda, we had one guy from Wales, we had one guy from the homeland, Trinidad, we had a guy from Serbia. So we have a lot of regular viewers. So if you're new here, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're coming from, what's your feed rating, and so on. If anyone here is first time, I'm International Master Alan-Safar Ramoutar from Trinidad and Tobago. And as I am here, I want to give you guys some fun. Who cares about fun, man? I want to show you guys how to improve, reach the next level, and show you my thought process, how I am things. So for now, before a lot of people join, I'm warming up here with some puzzle rushes, doing some puzzles to get my brain working fast.
Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io.
35. Let's play some Blitz, warmed up a bit. Oh, hello there.
Licensing reimagined.
Alright, let's see who's going to be the victim of the day. Who are we going to get here in this game? Alright, playing someone from USA here. Let's start off with Do you see the board good? Okay, everyone sees the board good. Pawn t4, let's go. Let's see the guys play e5, knight f3. Right, usual procedure, Petrov defense. This one's a bit annoying. What should we do? Should we take the pawn? Stay the pawn. He'll kick us with d6. Knight c6 is Stafford gambit. Take. I believe simply we can play knight c3 here. Bishop c5, he wants something on f2. Let's play h3. We cut those ideas out. No knight g4 or anything. Well, nice, calm, safe game. Bishop e6. Can I play g3 here or queen f3 may be possible too. He wants to. Let's play g3, bishop g2.
Music licensing reimagined.
G3, bishop g2, okay, queen d4. We ain't scared of that rubbish. Queen f3 simply.
Artlist IO.
Castles, let him go ahead. Pawn to d3, I believe. Everything is securely defended. Like a fort. Hello my friends, thank you for tuning in. We're in the middle of a Blitz game. But after this we'll go to some very serious topics. Can I play bishop d2 simply? Does he have knight e4, knight e4, queen e4? If I can castle queenside here, that'll be great. I believe I can. Why not? Bishop c3 doesn't have anything with the a2 pawn. So I clearly have a pawn here. Don't want to celebrate too early. It's never a good idea to celebrate too early in chess. That usually doesn't work well. I'll play king b1, just 45 king's position. He'll play queen a5, I believe. Perhaps he'll try that. Okay. And the question is, can I play a3, bishop a3, a3, queen a3? Is this something I should be worried about? Does he have any compensation or not? He wants to play bishop c3. I think I have to go for this anyways. Bishop a3. Now can I move my knight with some discovery like knight d5? Maybe that's also possible actually. Knight of knight d5. Bishop a3. Do I have some knight d5 in between move? Then he has queen b5. Knight d5, he'll have some queen b5. Let's take this here. He has ideas of rook at d4. I'll be very careful how I can defend this. I would like to think I didn't blunder anything here and this is fine. I would like to think and believe that. How can my pieces come to defense?
Artlist IO.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit uncomfortable now. It's not looking too comfortable. He has at least a draw in his pockets. Let's get back. Let him take the knight, okay. Bishop b2. Let's get out of the way. King c1. How did bishop pair here, but yeah, something went wrong. Something went wrong.
Artlist IO.
Play bishop g2. a4, my idea is d4. Stop a3. I believe in the end game I may have some chances actually if I could get queen a3, trade the queens, get my pawns going with f4. This might not be bad. Bishop a would be working well there actually. Does he have knight d5, queen e4, bishop d5? I have queen g4 check or queen f5 with check. That should be okay. It's very annoying Stafford gambit. I can't believe people will play this opening. Okay, what's this? A3 was his idea, okay.
Artlist.io.
Can't I move? Where can I? Bishop. Bishop here. B1 is defended.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'll be careful here. I have to be very careful here.
Artlist.io.
This is a funny position. Quite funny position.
Music licensing reimagined.
If I could trade queens, shouldn't be bad. Huh. Oh nope, don't want to do that. Huh. Rook e3 coming to the defense.
Artlist.io.
Position look crazy.
Music licensing reimagined.
I'll be quick. Queen, rook c3. He may have some queen f5 here, completely overlooked. King.
Artlist.io.
Queen b1, yes. Huh. Yeah, it's not good. Huh. Yeah, we messed up that one there.
Licensing reimagined.
Messed up that one there. Check what went on. H3 was fine, G3, Queen E2 was better.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, there was no rush to castle here. King B1 was he wants to play this Queen F5. Yeah, my king would simply hide on King D1, the king would hide here. Yeah, I walked into this, I underestimated completely
Licensing
the attack here. This here I thought, yeah, I was back in the game here, I should take Queen H7. That's not too obvious. Rook E1. My king just run to the king side here. This would have been a good idea to run to the king side with King E2. Played Queen King C2. This allowed him too much play.
Artlist.io.
Very strange. This guy found many brilliant moves. Alright, let's continue. When will my course be out? I'm not sure. I finished the material for the course already, so it's ready. It depends on Chessable when their publishing schedule can publish the course, but the course is ready. My files and materials ready. I just have to film it whenever they are ready. So what's going on with my viewers here? How is the man from Italy? What are you up to? How is your chess study going? Let's try one more Blitz game. I need to bench that stupid stuff. What? Playing some guy from America. Let's go, alright. C4, E6. He's playing, it seems like a Catalan. Let's play here, usual style. In fact, let's try pawn to D4. Try to complicate matters here. I want to play C5. Get like a reverse kind of Benoni. Okay, white is thinking B4. He's going for some crazy stuff. Okay, I take this here. What do you want? A3. Knight C6. Developing in order. So you give me a pawn like that, I'll just take it, and then you have to tell me what you want. Take the pawn. Now it's on white. What does white want to do here? Stam off a pawn, and if I develop here, it won't be too clear what compensation white has. Okay, I take with the bishop. Knight takes d4 doesn't work, because if knight d4, his idea is queen a4, but I can take with the queen on d4. Very strange, she gives a pawn for nothing like that. Let's castle here. So he's doing some kind of Benko style gambit or some rubbish like that. Well, there shouldn't be any problem at all. We should easily diffuse this kind of shenanigans. Where is he going with this knight, man? Where is he really going? People playing some strange chess these days. I should be able to play e5. I'm a free pawn here. What is man doing? What is man really doing? Bishop c3. Can I even play e4 takes? Knight e4. He may have some tactics. e4 takes, knight e4, and some knight d4. You know, let me not play h6. Ask him a simple question. So I don't want his bishop coming to g5 when he piece of harassment. I just stopping him from coming to g5 there. And now we asking him, man, what we want to do. In fact, now I going with the a pawn, he could blockade it. So I don't want to advance it quite yet. So bishop a3, he coming out there. The man here want to play ambitious. I'll move my rook here and ask him the same question. What are we really doing? Alright, knight d2. So he opening up the bishop. He hoping for some little tricks or some shenanigans. But you know that's there, those things ain't going to work. Or they should not work. Let's try not to blunder here or let any rubbish happen. Let me play some queen c7. This looks like a good move here. Defend my knight. That way my bishop on c8, it has some room to come out. The bishop on c8 is relieved of his duties. Next, it would be good if I could get him move e4 at some point. Because e4 will crash open the position. Bishop f5, e4, and just steamroll this man here. Alright. Playing this man, his name is Ghazi from Malaysia. I think they play a lot of chess over there where he comes from, so you have to be careful. Don't know in Malaysia, they probably play a lot of chess. Rook b3, what's he doing? What kind of move is that? What kind of move is that? So if I want to develop according to the plan with bishop f5, can't play knight a5 or else knight a5, what that doing? Bishop f5, we go to the plan. We ask him, man, what he doing here? Let's fight here. Knight b1. Oh lord, what kind of move this man playing here? The man going back with his pieces. Let's go back. Leave his knight there. Knight b4. Okay, I think we can trade. I don't see a reason not to trade. Yeah, why would I not take this bishop? He's attacking him. I could simply defend it. Honestly, I don't see a big issue. Huh. E4 takes knight e4. You could take on d4. We will play the humble move rook b8. So let's try to convert this advantage with some sort of precision. So he's attacking here.
Reimagined.
B6. 93, probably should. His rook could get trapped, actually. A5, rook, much play this. Queen C5, I believe I can play. His rook has to go to the stupid square.
Music licensing reimagined.
C5 would be really good for a knight of mine. Let's play E4. I don't see why not to crash open the position here. See, he's fighting hard. He's not going down to 5. I have to watch my time. I don't want my time to get too low. Let's open up his king. Going for the king. Oof, that can't be good. Let's provoke him here. What's he gonna do about this pawn?
Reimagined.
I'll simply defend this. Coming out for mate here, you know. Hey, you could take knight d4. You didn't see that. Anyways, we're going for mate. We're going for mate. We're going for mate. You play knight f3 here.
Music licensing reimagined.
Don't tell me we mess this one up too, you know.
Artlist.io.
Want some sort of queen h3 or something to annoy him. Never try focus here. Not.
Music licensing reimagined.
Try this.
Artlist.io.
How we could win this here?
Music licensing reimagined.
Rook e6. The man running.
Artlist.io. Music
No mate for you, sir. No mate.
reimagined.
No mate, sir. You ain't gonna get me. Gonna check him.
Artlist
Good game. Good game. Good game.
Music licensing reimagined.
How are we gonna game here? We're gonna game. We have him here. We have. We came there, Lord. That's a long game. Take too long. Too close for comfort. So what do you all think about that crazy game there? Guy was fighting hard. He lost a pawn, but he was fighting hard. Whew. So we have a guy here in the chat. He said he beat Ryan Harper from Trinidad. That's very good, man. Very good. That's the first step. First step. Right direction. So if we have anyone new here to the stream, let me know a little something there, you know. It's not, you can't just join and stay quiet. You have to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm from here, I'm from there. We have people watching the stream from all over. People from afar, we have people from close. We have maybe even my neighbor watching the stream. Don't know. But this stream welcomes, all comers. You want to learn something about chess, you want to see some tricks, no tricks, no tricks here. This is not kids chess, this is real master chess here. You're not getting no tricks. You're getting real deep insights. Getting real thoughtful play. And those kind of things. So how are you, my friend from Italy? So what's going on with your life? What's with the chess? Do you have any openings to study, any new openings, any new books? So does anyone here in the audience, are you all studying any books, or do you all have any books or courses you all are currently working on? Would anyone like to share? Alright, very good, everyone's doing fine, that's good. So my new course, I signed the agreement recently with Chessable, but more or less I finished. It's going to be a 2-part course. Now I would like to play a game playing the Scotch Gambit, but not everybody plays E5. People might play something else. So people might play Sicilian, because people they know I'm going to play the Scotch Gambit, so they run away from playing E5. So just let me answer my friend here from Italy about the new course. So I'm making a 2-part series, so it's going to be 2 courses, part 1 and part 2. I originally wanted the idea to be in 1 course, but I realized it's too big and it's not possible to be in 1 course, but then people will never finish the course. So what the idea of the series is going to be, the 2 courses, learn from the 22 World Chess Champions. So it's going to cover every single World Chess Champion, including FIDE World Chess Champions. And the course is going to focus on the best skills of each world champion. For example, I could tell you, I already finished the first part, the material. So we have William Steinitz. He was the first world chess champion. Not many people know, but he had his own philosophy about the game. He was the father of chess. And he had a rule. He believed that the game of chess it starts at equilibrium. So when the game starts, neither side has the right to attack. So he believed in the accumulation of small advantages. That was the concept of Steinitz. So I discuss his philosophy in the chapter on him, and I show his games where he implemented that principle. And then the whole goal of the course I'm working on is that you will take away the best skills from each of the world chess champions, and then you'll be able to implement it in your own games. So for example, I don't want to spoil too much, but Steinitz, he had his accumulation of small advantages. That was his philosophy, his best skill in chess. We have Tigran Petrosyan. He was very good at defense. He had all these kind of defensive mechanisms where he would, for example, use the exchange sacrifice and turn the position over onto the opponent's head. And Bobby Fischer, for example, the 11th person to hold the World Chess Champion title, he was very precise. He would play with such precision that when his opponents make a small mistake, there's no coming back. Then we have other guys like Max Yu. He was an expert at creating logical plans. So the chapter on him is dedicated planning, like Max Yu. He was very good at planning and so on. So he was very good. And then Botvinnik was a very good strategic player. So they learned from the 22 World Chess Champions. The two course series. The first part is of course the first 11, which could be known as the old generation. And then we have the other part, which is the new generation. And in each chapter, we focus on this defining skills of that World Chess Champion. Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's a very good idea. And the course is going to give you a headache because there are more than 300 puzzles and some of them are very hard. So it's a good course in the way that you learn all these best skills from the World Chess Champions. You get these very good game fragments. The idea is going to stick with your head. Yeah, and it's about learning the philosophy of each World Chess Champion. So we dive in the details of we go in depth about the details of the philosophy of the World Chess Champions, and then we go very deep in the puzzles. We have a lot of puzzles to reinforce it. More than 300 puzzles will be in each course, and so it's going to give you a workout. You're going to learn all the philosophy and fine-tune many skills. I'm very happy about the course. It's going to be my favorite one. Well, look, maybe later in the stream, because I prepared a special stream for today. Actually, I prepared special material because I don't know if you guys watched my last YouTube video, but I announced that there's going to be a special stream here. We're going to look at today. I wanted to show some examples about prophylaxis, and we have limited time here, so I don't want to spend it too much time. I wanted to go into detail about some examples on prophylaxis. Let me get the position here. So I want to paste a position for you guys to see. We could play the Scotch Gamble another time. Don't worry, I'll be streaming regularly, my friend. Let's see, analysis. Set up position. Alright, so we have a position here that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. I wanted to introduce a very important concept. So if you guys want to go ahead, this position here is white to move. So everyone here, if you want, you take a little think on your thinking caps. Now, if anybody has a chessboard near them, it might be very useful to even set this up on a chessboard. But this one here, you guys are going to learn a very important concept here. This position here is a brilliant one here. So it's white to move. So I want you guys to find the best move here. So the man from Italy, the man from Trinidad, we have our other friends. So what would you play here with white? Take some time, think. Then tell me what you think you would play here. It's white to move. This is going to be a good learning experience. I won't say what the topic is fully, but you all try to go ahead and guess what this could be.
Music licensing reimagined.
So what would you all do here? Does anyone have any ideas? What do you all do? No.
Artlist.io.
Alright, you all have 1 or 2 more minutes. Don't make me have to single some people out, you know. Alright. What would you guys play here as white? Does anyone have any moves?
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Alright, so today, guys, I wanted to introduce a very important concept in chess. A game changing one. One that people at the lower levels, below the master level, don't really implement too much in the games. What is that concept? That concept is prophylaxis. Now, what is prophylaxis? Now, in a medical sense, they always say instead of getting sick and taking medication, it's better to not get sick in the first place, to prevent the illness. Now, if we could prevent illness, then that's good. It's much better than us getting sick and then having to take medicine. We lose money on the medicine, we lose our time, we have headache and all that rubbish. So this position here, guys, so you all had your time to think, it was white to move. And this position here, what's going on? There's a story behind this position. Now, this position was given by a legend. Who's the legend? In chess, there are many legends, so you probably won't guess. This was by a legendary chess trainer, a international master Mark Dvoretsky, a famous author, famous trainer. One of my personal favorite authors. I have a lot of his books. And the position this was given in a chess school. So they used to have these schools in the old times of the Soviet Union where they have all these talented children. And they had a special curriculum to teach the children. When they teach the children the curriculum, it was almost guaranteed that the children would improve. So the question here is, what to do as white? So what could white do? Okay, it doesn't look like white should be winning. It doesn't really look like anything. But look, black's bishop is on c8 here. It's not in the game. There's tension in the center. White is basically fully developed here. He just has to bring out his rooks in the game. But white more or less is fine. So white here, generally in some games, white played very poorly. In one game, white, he thought he could crash open the position. He played pawn to d5 here. But generally here, black even could just go back bishop c7. And after takes, yeah, white has the better structure here. But it's nothing too critical, to be honest here. I mean, black has a weak pawn, but now he's going to solve problem of his development here. And what else could white do? You could say maybe he wants to play rook e1 to open his rook here, keep the line over here. But then black again wants to play bishop c7. So what is this bishop c7? It looks like in all these positions, black wants to bring his bishop to c7. That is his key idea. And after he brings his bishop to c7, his center is now well defended. And then he has ideas of moving the knight. When his bishop is on c7, he has ideas of moving the knight. Maybe even pushing his pawn forward. And the bishop is going to look this way. Because ain't no way black wants to give up his bishop on the c3 knight. Dark square bishop is very powerful. Light square bishop ain't come out. So the question here, instead of if white was not thinking about his own plan, but white did some prophylaxis. Now how could he do that? Simply ask yourself, what does the opponent want to do? He wants to play bishop c7, then complete his development. And white is able to find a brilliant prophylactic resource, simply bishop a2. Getting the bishop out of the way and put the question to black. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And black here cannot play bishop c7 because of boom, knight b5. So bishop c7 is prevented. If he takes, we have queen c7. And if he goes back, we have boom, bishop to b4, spoiling all the fun for black. So bishop a2, and now it's hard. What could black do? What could black? He doesn't really want to take here. If white takes, like for example, even the pawn, this is going to be dangerous here. This is going to be dangerous for sure. Black still ain't solve the problem of his development. If black plays e4, again, maybe even some knight g5 might come in here, and black is not looking too good at all. The e4 pawn is under fire. In fact, instead of knight g5, there might be even a stronger reply. In fact, yes, simply knight captures e4 actually. Simply knight e4, I forgot about that tactic. Yeah, knight e4, this tactic is working very well. Not knight g5, it was knight e4, and the idea is going to take his bishop on a5. And when he takes here, we could take either this knight or just come back and we nab the pawn. So he can't even play e4. And black is left in a sort of almost like zugzwang, and if he gives the bishop, then we're very happy here. Get the bishop here. And white is doing very well. All by this prophylaxis. So guys, this is a very important concept here. So white found the move. Bishop a2. Prophylactic move against bishop c7, and now black was in huge trouble. So try to implement that prophylactical idea in your games. And that's prophylactic thinking. Always think about your opponents and so on. Alright, so the guy from Italy, did you think that was the move for white? Were you able to see that move? Or look, it was very funny. Like, look, after the simple quiet move bishop a2, it's hard to even suggest a move for black. Now before anything, I actually want to go back to analyze this game I played. Now let's see how it went here. You see, yes, you're thinking about d5, and that's a logical move. And the problem with that is you recognize that black was passive. And you know, black didn't develop his bishop. So you're gonna play d5, try to break open the position. But after d5, you actually have no threat. You only have a positional threat of taking on c6 and doubling his pawns, which is not the saddest situation for black. White will still be slightly better there, but in the game, it's like white is in fact much better. You could even say winning here. So that's why d5 was on the move. So if we have anyone new to the stream, you know, drop it in the chat where you're coming from, what's going on. So I was analyzing this game that I played here. It wasn't the cleanest game, a messy game. I did some garbage, but we analyzed the game, see what went on. Now look, analyzing your games is a very important thing. It's very important you play a game, but to analyze, so this guy gave me a free pawn. I took the pawn, and apparently he has some compensation here. But I played e5, I played well. So while there's some pressure on the files, apparently a5, I could just go with my pawn here. I mean, very fun, just go with the pawn. I played a6, it's a good move, stopping any bishop g5 with knight g5. We played bishop e3, I simply came here. Queen c7, kind of consolidating. Again, a5 was good. Rook b3 was funny move. Bishop f5 was good. Knight b1, bishop a5. I could have taken like this and then e4. This bishop is not too menacing here on b4 actually.
Music licensing reimagined.
Hello my friend, very good that you're here. So it's very funny. We have two Trinidadians watching the stream. So very nice. So we have Matches Malone here. Oh, alright. Alright my friend, good for you, good for you. Knight b4, bishop b4 takes. Rook a8. Yeah, I could have just went e4. So whatever the d4 pawn, but takes. Bishop e4, queen d4, bishop g2, king g2, rook e2, rook a b8, queen b3, b6, knight a3, a5, queen d7 here. Was there a queen d7? Rook has to move. And then yeah, just simply trade the bishops, bishop h3, and what's going on here? He down opponent's pieces on this side of the board and just come across here, attack. This will be over. I played queen c5. Why? The queen look good there. It's a nice post stabilizing everything, but looking good and doing good is not the same thing. E4 was good.
Artlist
I went E3, yeah. Apparently this allowed him to kind of defend a bit. Could have taken and just simply played some bishop D7 just to pin him here. And if he goes back, even rook E2 or something would be deadly. Played E3. Yeah, bishop G4 wasn't so good. I should have gone bishop D7. I could have tried, I guess. Maybe even some queen H5 ideas. Yeah, I tried this. Yeah, I blundered this pawn here. I blundered this pawn. Lord have mercy. Time was going down. 27 seconds. I blundered the pawn. Bishop H3. Took. I went for mate here. Oh Lord. So I didn't play too good. Bishop F3. So yeah, 22 seconds. Yeah, blundered here. But we had a very interesting end here. We decided to sacrifice the knight here. So I finally found a brilliant move. And I found, not queen F2 apparently, rook E6 immediately. He should have went up. Yeah, brave decision. But you don't have to ask me twice. So rook E6 now, check. Ah, queen H4. Queen H4 is the move. But yeah, this is still good. Very funny how his king literally escapes on the other side of the board. So this was around equal. Queen E4. But he blundered here and we caught him here. This was very crazy. Again, we were playing on like seconds. I managed to catch him. Oh, queen E2 was mate. We missed mated one. But we caught him here eventually here. That was a very intense game. Does any of y'all have any questions here? Does anyone have anything pressing on their mind? Does anyone have any recommendations they need? How's everyone's chess studying going? What goals do you all have for 2026? Who here has the biggest goals for 2026? Is anyone here? What goals do you have? You know, I like to interact a little bit to know a bit of my viewers. You know, with a small content creator here, so I don't have millions of people watching me. So this time I can take time to talk to each of you. So you all let me know what kind of goals we have in chess for this year. Now I could share my goals. Now honestly, in the chess scene, you know, I have a big wish to play. But over time I realized that playing in chess tournaments is actually quite expensive. So I can't play too much these days. Whereas on Europe, the average to go a tournament, sometimes you spend up to 1,000 euros or 1,000 USD just to go one tournament. And then if it doesn't end well, not only you lose 1 week that you went to the tournament, you lose that 1,000 euros, but then also you lose time that I could have given lessons, I could have made some course. So that's why I'm now a bit. It's not an easy thing just to go and play tournaments. Yeah, the days with the inflation and everything, all the tournaments, you know, it's very expensive to play chess these days. I told us reading a blog by some IM, and usually this guy spent like 10,000, more than 10,000 US or euros to play chess, and he played in less than 10 tournaments. I mean, there's always the option to play those local weak tournaments in wherever you are, whatever country, there's always these weaker tournaments. But for these strong tournaments, they really are quite expensive here, and they're very tough. I don't know how people afford chess. I see, you know, there's many players like FMs. I'm traveling every single tournament. Where they get that money from? So chess is generally a financial game. It's not easy to go play in all these tournaments, especially when, you know, I'm working as well. You have to pay the rent and all those different things. But yeah, my goal is I won't play too much this year. I would love to play, and you know, I love chess very much and I always like playing, but it doesn't look like I'll be playing too much chess this year in classical tournaments, unfortunately. Hopefully my courses will do well. Later in the year I'll be able to go play some tournaments, take a month off or so. So no one wants to share their goals. Everyone is keeping Yes, but my friend, if I come back to play in Trinidad, for example, with my rating, which is more than 2300, one win, I will get only like 2 rating points or something like that. So I have K factor 10. So whenever I win a game, I get very little rating from anyone that's like below 2300 or 2200. And when those open tournaments in Trinidad, they only like, for example, few guys that have, in fact, I don't know who's over 2200. I think Joshua, Chris Cabrales, I think Isaiah McIntosh, but I don't think he plays these days. So there are very few players above 2200. And for example, with my rating, if I beat them, I don't even get much rating. It's not more than 3 rating points per win. It doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense too as well. Exactly. So you see, they're the only ones, and they don't play every tournament. For example, I know Joshua also has his academy and so on, so he's not playing everything. I mean, he's working also. And Joshua also is very ambitious player. He goes away to play also. He's very ambitious player as well. So it usually in those local tournaments, only 2200 players there. And if I was to win literally like all 7 games, I would get less than 10 ELO points, which is really, for one tournament, is not reasonable. I recently placed, last year, I placed second in this Grandmaster tournament in Budapest, and I did where I got 20 rating points. Now remember, I have K factor 10, so I get rating like slowly. If I beat someone that's like 2300, I get like 5 or 6 points. So yeah, the rating gain goes slowly, but I managed to play second in a Grandmaster tournament in Hungary in Europe. I gained 20 ratings in one tournament, and that was very good. And that generally is not possible in Trinidad here. It would be literally like Nakamura farming. So and also even playing there, I mean, you can get rating, but it's not improving as well. Just playing the same people, it's not too interesting. Also, I mean, if you want to improve, you generally have to go away and you have to play Grandmasters and different kinds of players. It doesn't make any sense playing literally the same people who play the same kind of chess, the same exact openings, and the same level. Doesn't make any sense. That's why Joshua's going away too. He has great talent, and if he keeps on trying, he could become something big in chess as well. So we have some talent in Trinidad. I know Joshua and Cabral is very, very talented. I mean, I think Joshua is stronger than Cabral is, because Joshua, I know he works harder. He has his up and down periods. I think he could be doing very, very well. I think he should easily be over 2300, and he could get his IM title once he puts his mind to it and gets the right tournaments. So I think Joshua could be the next IM from Trinidad. We have then that's well, Ryan Harper he's the OG of chess in Trinidad. One thing I would admire about him is that he always likes to play chess. I mean, even as he gets like older, he's still relatively young, but even as he gets old, he's always playing chess. He's playing almost every tournament he could play. I already am I'm a bit young. I'm less than 25, and me already 1-2 tournaments in a month is more than enough for me. I'm good. Alright, I won't say that, right? And he's always reinventing himself. He's always learning some new openings. He's always coming out again. I like Ryan. He's a very fierce player. He's beaten a lot of Grandmasters in his time. He's beaten a lot of GMs in his time. But yeah, generally in Trinidad, we have a lot of talent problem. You know, everyone likes to say that they have no resources and they have no thing, but I think people also don't work too hard in Trinidad as they should. I mean, they might work, even if they work 5 hours a day. People over here in Europe and Asia working like 8 hours a day and more on chess. I don't think anyone in Trinidad seriously works even more than 4 hours a day on chess. Maybe Joshua, if he has the time, but I think other than him, I don't really think anybody's working more than 4 hours in chess in Trinidad, except for maybe some of the younger generation. So I generally think that's one of the main reasons, and also they don't have the consistent tournament experience where they get high level competition. So I think that's keeping them back. But we'll see how it goes. Trinidad, unfortunately, is a bit far from any serious tournaments. Yeah, I mean, for the younger generation, it's the CAC tournaments. You know, I remember playing there. I won my M title there. I won also my CM title there. So I won a bit of those tournaments. But even those tournaments not too strong. They're strong for our region, but in general in the world they're not too strong. We'll see. I hope Trinidad will improve as a chess nation. So if anyone's joining the stream here, drop a comment in the chat to let me know where you're from, what's going on, and if you have any questions. So right now we took a little break because I am international master from the small island of Trinidad and Tobago. I was interacting with some local viewers here. We're discussing the situation of chess in Trinidad. But yeah, I haven't been to Trinidad in a long time. I haven't been there in a long time. The flight ticket is expensive. I mean, to go from Serbia to Trinidad, it's more than $1,000 US dollars or euros. In fact, usually the minimum price is 1,200 for the return ticket. And also, I'm working. I have a lot of students these days and taking these courses. So yeah, I never come to Trinidad. I visit there maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years even. I live here now in Serbia. Trinidad is always nice. If some bandit do rob you, I mean you're good. So that's good. Well, alright guys, does anyone have any questions here? Does anyone have any other questions? Does the man from Italy have any questions? Does the other man from Trinidad have any questions? We were talking about prophylaxis here. So we're joining for the first time. We were talking about we had a very nice position. We were talking about this position here, and it was white to move. And we were discussing here that white has many moves. He can play, for example, d5. Some guys suggested d5, rook e1. But the whole point that I wanted to show this example was that a lot of times you should think about your opponent, what black wants to do. So we came to the conclusion that black's bishop is actually misplaced here. In no way he's going to take our bit knight on c3. His idea is he mainly wants to play bishop c7 to reinforce his center. And then his knight is free to move over his pawn. Because here he can't play knight b6. We play knight captures e5 and we get free pawn. So d5, black simply continues bishop c7, and okay, this looks bad, but black he has a game here, nothing too terrible. So the killer move was simply bishop a2, prophylactic move. The idea is that after bishop c7, we have boom, knight b5, and we stop the idea. If cb5, we have this queen c7, killer blow, and if bishop b8, we have bishop b4. And black cannot play e4 because we have simply knight captures e4, tactical resource. If bishop takes, we can take either way, but then white is simply up a pawn. And that was the main thing I wanted to show you guys today. Other than that, do some puzzle rush, play some blitz. I have some good news, guys. So I've been in contact with chess.com, and it looks like I'm gonna come on board. I'm gonna be a partner of the chess.com streamer program. So you're going to be taking me in there. So I'm going to help build the great chess.com empire and further it as a streamer there. So that should be started up soon. So they'll feature me on chess.com TV. That'll be very good. So guys, it's not a long stream today, as we know. Your coach Alan-Safar Ramoutar is working a lot, and I'm quite tired, honestly. And I also have a lesson with my student quite soon. I have this one student, I'm preparing him for a tournament here. Yes, it's about time, and chess.com. Yes, I hope so. That's the plan. They're going to feature me on chess.com TV. It's not easy to get in there, you know, because it's very funny. Because I thought, okay, I have chessable courses. I write them. I say, okay, let me in the program. No. You have to do work. You have to show that you're ready to stream. So I had to stream consistently before I get accepted. But they're different. I like that they're professional. They don't make exceptions for anyone. They don't make exceptions for anyone there. You have to, if you want to be part of the streamers program, you have to show that you're ready to, you stream a lot, you're ready to put in the effort, and you're going to take it seriously. So chess.com, people say some bad things about chess.com. They did a lot for chess. They have every week Title Tuesday, prize money there. They have all these events. Chess.com, did a lot for chess here, and very, very, very good website to play on. So alright guys, I want to close up the stream here. So does anyone have any questions? I like when people ask me questions, I like to give answers. So does anyone have any book recommendations, anything here? Yes, I'll get more viewers. That would be very good. That'll be very good. Praise the Lord. So does anyone have any questions here? Tyrese, the man from Italy, do you all want to know anything? So if you all have any questions, feel free.
Music licensing
Like in Trinidad, Tyrese, when you go to I remember going to the doctor. Some of you afraid to go to the doctor. You go to the doctor, you ask him some questions, and the doctor say, well, in TT, you say like that, 150 or 200. He do nothing other than you ask him a couple of questions, and he charge you a big amount of money. So that's why I don't like to go to the doctor. I probably should go to the doctor, because I have some problems. But you see, I don't like, when you go to the doctor, everything is fine, and then all of a sudden you just ask him a couple questions. He said, no, nothing is wrong with you, just take this, take that, and okay, it's a big amount of money you take from you. I in fact had one joke. I had one friend of mine. He never went to the doctor, and he never had any problems. So Tyrese and the man from Italy, listen to this. Explain me how this is possible. So they had this man here. He never 500 for a few. Oh God, the price going up then. The price going up. It wasn't so much when I was there, but yes, these doctors, you ask them a few questions that Google could tell you, or these days ChatGPT or something, and they say that could be 500 there, and he don't solve the problem. He had to come back again, and also had to pay for one set of medication. I tell you, I went to the doctor one time, and the doctor tell me I have some allergies. For example, I have some allergies, and the doctor tell me that he gave me one big bag of medication. I said, what's going on here? He said, I take this every single day for the rest. I said, what's going on here? What's going on here? Then I go to the next doctor. He said, he tell me a different thing. So the two doctors saying two completely different things, and then it happened that I didn't have any problem. So them doctors, you can't trust them. But I had a partner of mine. He went to the doctor. He was healthy his whole life. He never had nothing. And then all of a sudden he going to the doctor. He had this problem. He have high blood pressure. He have cholesterol. He had to eat this. He had to eat chicken. He can't eat no oil. He had to exercise more. And all of a sudden he get one set of problems. Before he didn't go to the doctor, he didn't have nothing. He was good. Then he goes to the doctor, and all of a sudden he have one set of problems. It's one big scheme. It's one big scheme. The man was healthy, he was good. And then he goes to the doctor tell him, you have like fatty liver, you have high blood pressure, you have clogged arteries, you need to take this and that medication. Man said, who's this? Who's that? Huh. Well, the man, he didn't take the medication, and unfortunately, he passed away some months after. He actually really had a problem, and he should have listened to the doctor. But telling you in general, he did have some problem. He probably should have listened to the doctor. He passed away, unfortunately, no longer with us. But just telling you, he was healthy before he went to the doctor, and also he go to the doctor, he have this, he have that, and he have all those problems. We probably should have listened to the doctor, because he didn't make it too long after. But I buy him like the chess doctor here. If you have any questions, you all get some advice, surface level, sometimes some deep advice. And if you all have any deeper questions and want more detailed training, that's what the coaching is for. So on the stream here, I'm very happy to help everyone. But of course, if anyone wants deeper advice, I also do, this coaching as well. All right. It is unfortunate, but things happen. I know we should go to the doctor, the correct doctors. I know it is. But in the chess coaching situation too, I mean, I could say sometimes it's similar like those kind of doctors. Sometimes it's very hard to find a good coach that's right for you. I know when I was growing up, it was very hard for me to get a good coach. And I never had like the perfect coach. I never had the perfect coach that I was very satisfied with. So it's not easy to find that. Sometimes the coaches in chess could be like the doctors in Trinidad. So you ask a few questions and they say 500. I had some similar experiences like that. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in the stream. I should be streaming tomorrow, hopefully, if all is well. And hopefully we start up with the Kevin was my first coach. I really liked Kevin. He was very good. Kevin, he was my only coach from Trinidad. He helped me when I was growing up. Kevin was very good. He was very good. Kevin, we're talking about my first coach, who's from Trinidad. He was a kind of club. Like, Kevin was very good. I remember he had like these old chess books, like from the Soviet schools of chess. And those books were very good, and like books about Vinnik and Kevin like knew a lot. He knows a lot about like principles in chess and a lot of like theory, not about theory about opponents, but theory about the game. So Kevin actually helped me a lot. He helped me up to around the 2000 level. In fact, I was still working with him, so he was very good, very good on his coach. I don't know how he's doing these days, but from my experience with him, it was good. Alright guys, so yes, thank you very much, and we'll see you all in the next stream. Yes. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in.